Hey guys, so it's me, Shimmer, formerly known as Spooky Shimmer, and then I went on a sort of long break. I originally attributed it to burnout, though there's a few other things going on. Hey, how you doing? I think I have the saturation way too high on this thing. But yeah. So I'm going to explain what's been going on, and then I'll tell you what the plan is, and then a disclaimer at the end with a question. So the big thing is that I lost my job. Yeah, it's been a really fucked up and crappy 12 months for me. 2023 was among my worst when it comes to mental health. So I'm still going through. I'm still like in the heart of it. I'm trying to turn the page and I'm trying to make things better, but you know how. I mean, it's life. It's literally just life. I'm not looking for like, oh, I'm sorry about what's going on. I'm just trying to move on at this point in my life. I lost a job that means the world to me. Like, it's not the job itself necessarily. It's just, I had good benefits. I had good pay. Like, it was the job. For the average person, a job that pays enough to be comfortable and live. Like, that was a big, serious goal of mine and was for a very long time. But I started having really bad anxiety. Well, I didn't just start, but I stopped being able to cope with it. I also had severe depression, and I ended up being diagnosed with bipolar disorder, also a panic disorder, and I was having panic attacks at work anytime there was any people around, or anytime I heard conversations behind me, or anywhere else, which is not good when you work in an office building. But yeah, so there's been a lot of things going on this last year. I've had horrible anxiety, horrible depression, horrible multiple things. And I'm not looking for sympathy. I mean, if you give it to me, great. I'm very thankful. But the reality is, that's not what I made this video for. Because the reality is, I need to keep moving. If I stand still and shut down, it won't be good. I shut down. The worst of it really began whenever I last made videos, around that time. I had to be on leave up until about October, and then in November and December I kept trying to work, but then it just didn't work out, and I had to go on leave again. And they never approved that leave. So I ended up losing my job because I was out of time. I didn't have a way to miss. But the problem was I was still having severe panic attacks at work that would make me leave work. I know you're supposed to work through things, but I've lost that ability, and I'm trying to learn how to regain it. So I know there are things you are supposed to do, but now I'm jobless, and I'm trying to find work, and the jobs are there, but I keep not getting the jobs. Now, obviously, losing a job at a place like I work, and I'm not going to reveal where I worked, it generally makes you look bad when you have an attendance problem. I mean, I'm applying for different things, and I'm very discouraged, you know? But the thing is, I'm going to go ahead and make this video, talk about it, but then I'm going to talk about, what's coming up. But I have a very bad track record on this channel and my old channel that no longer exists of saying I'm going to do this thing and then not do it because either I got bored of what I was doing or I burned myself out or there was an anxiety issue, which last year that was a lot more of what it was because I've actually gotten really good at actually legitimately making things. I wrote my first book ever and I finished it. It's not long, but there's not a length limit on books. It was like 30 something pages. That's not a lot. But I finished a story that I wanted to tell, and I am super proud of that. There was a lot of things in 2023. One or two really good things that were amazing. I saw some progress because I did go to counseling, but nothing is ever fast enough. That's the problem. When it comes to mental health, it's really hard to break free of problems that you may not be having. Because the problem is, if you fall off your medicine, all the progress doesn't matter. Because I didn't just go, okay, I feel better, I'm gonna stop. No, because I would forget to take it for multiple days. And that is just pure not good. Then there was the time where I wasn't working for months and months, and I didn't have my medicine. So, yeah. Like, last year was messed up. Also, I made some of my favorite videos I've ever made on this channel last year. And I was proud. I was legitimately proud because that's one of the things with bipolar, isn't it? You get an extremely high, you can get your like most ambitious or most folly. You can do so many, you feel like you can do anything. Then you get to that low. And it's so bad. When I'm medicated, fantastic. It doesn't do everything, but it gives me a fighting chance at functioning. And I now know, I'm looking back, and I now know the job that I was at was not good for me. It had a lot of people everywhere, all the time, who would talk amongst themselves, even though they should be on a phone call. I also did phone calls. I hate phone calls. I always have. I applied for that job because I was trying to be better. I should know my limits. I should know what is and is not possible. But the problem is I tried back in 2020 when I got the job to get better paid, but also challenge myself to do a phone call job where I had to interact with people, because I've never been great with interacting with people. I'm better talking on a YouTube video, which I'm scrambled as fuck. I literally am terrible at communicating. So it's bad. It was really bad. I I can't say I had very many fun moments at that company. I had some good friends. But it was like, people would come and go, and it's always been hard for me to make friends as well as communicate. You can't effectively communicate with people if you have problems with communication. That's not exactly what I was meaning to say in that wording, but it's still accurate. I have some freaking amazing friends. I have a wonderful, wonderful girlfriend. And I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to be doing over the next 12 months when it comes to job and money. But I'm going to still make this content. Because it is very important to me. It's very, very important to me. I love making content. I like doing Let's Plays. I like doing the machinima, though right now that's on hold. Because I'm still trying to get things in order, and that actually takes way more editing. Like, machinima is nuts. I love it. It's nuts. It's ambitious. And that's when I made those on the tail end of my ambitious phase this last time, and that's unfortunate because I had a lot of plans, and that's what tends to happen. I get to a high point and I make a lot of plans, and then I fall off, and then I don't ever get back to them. So I'm going to keep it slow. I'm going to not be ambitious, but what I am going to do is I'm going to make content. What I promise is content. I may shift on what that content is, but there's going to be content. So right now, Undertale is a thing on this channel. Each day there's going to be a new episode, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I get it done and upload it. Right now my internet is throttled, so it takes a million years to upload anything. I'm no longer going to be premiering my videos because something that I found is whenever I'm uploading, if I do a premiere, if anyone sees that it's in the middle of the premiere, they're not going to click on that, and because like at that point they're halfway through the video. So it's a good thing to do, but I don't think I'm going to opt for that on this channel. Another thing that I want to say is, unfortunately, there's been some problems when it comes to the games that I started and never finished, because I no longer have Nintendo Online. So I can't do any of the games that used the Switch's Nintendo Online service. So I can't ever finish Paper Mario. That's a fucking shit show. That makes me sad. And I don't have the controller anymore for my Switch that I used. So right now I just don't have one. So until such a time that I have one that works, I'm not going to be doing new Super Mario Bros. U. It will come back eventually, and I will continue it, and I will be happy to. But that's not right now. You will probably see Minecraft in the future, but right now my focus is going to be Undertale, because my plan is to do Undertale Yellow. Because Undertale Yellow came out apparently a month or two ago or something, and I'm excited because I never got to play it when it was a demo. So that's why I'm doing Undertale Pacifist right now. I previously had Undertale True Pacifist, but I had some serious copyright issues with those that almost got the channel in trouble. So I deleted them, which is very unfortunate because I loved those videos. I'm going to do a more normal, old school style Let's Play for Undertale Pacifist. I do ask that you go check them out, and please, what I'm going to start begging for at the beginning of every video is watch time. I'm looking for watch time. I'm really wanting to get to the threshold to be able to do memberships, because I want to be able to do more content. And what I mean is have 2 videos go up at the same time, and one of those videos will be exclusive to the membership side. Because the thing is, I want to make more. I want to make more content. And I could just upload that content. But the reality is, I want to grow a community. I want to grow a community, and I want to be able to chat with you guys, and at some point I want to make a Discord server, and it would all be really fantastic and great. I know that seems far off, and it probably is. But I would like it to happen by the end of the year. But I'm asking you guys, watch time. Please also like the videos, and please comment. I beg you to comment. Just something about the video, how you feel about the video. And honestly, I understand that it's ambitious for me to be like, I want to do memberships, but I'm just saying, I want this channel to grow, and I want you guys to be a part of it. And honestly, just, engage with the videos, because I care more about a community aspect when it comes to making content. I enjoy making these, but it always feels nice to me when people comment, because it shows like it's not just a number, it's people. And that's what I care about. People. My hope for after Undertale Yellow. This is a bit further off, obviously, because it's going to be harder for me to get through Undertale Yellow, because I've never played it before. I've seen like a little bit of footage, but not enough for anything, because I just kind of started watching a Let's Play, and then I went, I need to get back to my channel, and I need to play that. Because I've been watching YouTube, in my spare time, but like, yeah, it's been a wild year. It's been a wild year. Yeah. It's been a wild year. But I'm going to try to move on. And I'm going to try to keep making the content. Because it has been a wild year. And the goal needs to be to turn the page. And that's... Stage 1 is going to be fall back on my hobbies and then regroup and find a new job. I've already been applying, by the way. It's not like I'm just making YouTube waiting for the inevitable heat death of the universe or something. I don't know. I'm trying to regroup, and I'm starting with Undertale, then it's going to be Undertale Yellow, and then the third game that will eventually come is, if I have a controller by that time, I'll go back to New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, and then if not, I will see if there is something else for me to play. I know this is a very long video, and I do thank you if you are here at this time. But I will say, it's... I appreciate all of you. I know that anyone who's been subscribed, I've probably let down by just not uploading or not always doing my absolute best when editing. I know, because the thing is, like, I'll go to edit right now, and I'm rusty as heck, right? I only remember a few tricks, and I'm trying to get into it. But it's like, every once in a while, I either get burned out, or I have one of my weird low moments where, like, my old channel, it got deleted by me because I thought that it was not fun, and I ended up deleting my channel because of it. I had a really bad couple of weeks, and I made a decision that I regret to this day. It was around from 2008 to a couple of years ago, and it had a lot of history and a lot of videos that I really loved that I made, and I had gotten up to like 1,200 subscribers before I started going back down because I kept running into walls and kept not uploading enough, go a month or two without uploading, and then upload 1 or 2 videos, and then go a month or 2 without uploading. Like, it was bad. Like, when I would make content, I'd be proud of it, but it was just a bad time because I wasn't looking for help. I just thought this was how people were, and obviously that's not true, but it's one of those things. I started going to counselors and stuff like that, and only now, at my absolute worst, I'm really happy that I'm seeing a counselor. I'm really happy that I've been diagnosed with some things, and I'm really happy that I have medicine to help me in my worst moments, so I don't make stupid decisions that hurt me for a long time. I'm still trying to make a channel, this one, get to where that other one was. I know subscribing is just a number, right? And it's about the community. But the thing was, back then, I didn't really have a grasp on what was important on the YouTube side of things. And it was one of those things, like, I cared about that number because I still considered it a community, but in my brain, that was how I was interpreting my community, was how big that number was. Which is a really stupid thought process that it is a sign of not being genuine. And I don't like that. And I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't sit well with me. And I'm glad, part of me is glad that that channel is gone. Because I didn't treat people like people. I treated them like a number. And I don't like that. And that's funny. This isn't even what this video was supposed to be. But I'm just talking. I told myself, okay, I have 2 things that I need to talk about. The first thing was what you heard a little bit ago, last year. The other thing was the future of this channel. Because the reality of everything is, I need to have a talk with you guys. Because 1, I need to explain what's been going on. And 2 is I need to have a talk with myself about what went wrong and what I'm going to do about it. I need to create an action plan for myself on what I'm going to do with my YouTube channel. I've had a interesting talk with myself. I know that you're not really supposed to talk to yourself, but I've thought about things in my day-to-day life in much the same way. I thought about what went wrong, what I'm going to do. Yeah, so I'm going to talk about this. So, for the foreseeable future, I'm going to be doing Let's Plays. At some point, I'll get back to machinima, but at some point in either the near future or in a month or two, I'm going to do a read-along of my book to share what I have made. I'm going to ask that you comment about this one if you get this far in the video. Tell me what you think about that idea. I know it's not a game or a let's play or whatever, but it is something that I'm genuinely proud of and I want to share. If no one replies, it'll probably happen anyway, but I do want to see what you guys think about that idea, because I have a lot of ideas all the time, and I just want to share my thoughts and my ideas and the things that I make, the things that I'm proud of, and the reality of it is, I ordered the copy of the book that I'm going to be reading on the channel, if that is what you guys want. If it's not what you guys want, I'm gonna be fucking honest with you. I may end up doing it anyway. I mean, just obviously, if you don't want to watch it, don't click on it. But, like, I'm proud of what I did. But future of channel. I'm gonna start with Let's Plays, and I plan on keeping doing that. The thing is, at some point, I need to learn how to edit better. I need to edit better and more often. My goal by the end of the year is to have people actually sticking around watching the videos and actually enjoying them. Because reality is, I've been practicing editing on and off for the last 15 years. Which is wild. To think about that you've been on YouTube for over 15 years. That's fucking nuts. And I don't even have proof of it, because I deleted that channel. But, like, you know you're too young to do YouTube when there are 6 numbers in your name. And that was the case for the first 5 years of my channel. And then I changed the name. But it was funny, because I remember thinking, ooh, I hate this. And then someone in my life was like, you know you can change the name of your YouTube channel, right? And that was a nice discovery, except that it plagued my channel for 5 years, while I repeatedly changed my username, trying to figure out what I wanted, which that made that channel suffer. Because nobody will click on you if they don't know it's you. And can't remember your name because you've changed your name 15 times this month. I keep going back to the past, see? But, yeah. I'm gonna do, for the foreseeable future, I'm gonna do gameplay content. I'm not gonna promise anything besides Undertale and Undertale Yellow right now. Because if I promise anything more than that, in the meantime, it's genuinely not going to be a good thing, because it's problematic. It's all problematic. But anyway, I think I'm going to call this one here. I know I've been blathering for the last 28 minutes. I want to say thank you all so much for everything that you do. But I will, actually you know what? No. I have one other thing I want to talk about. And I'm going to emphasize this. When you watch my videos, and if you're subscribed, or even if you're not subscribed, I ask that you share videos with your friends and tell them to share the video as well. I'm trying to grow this community because I want to do so much, and I can't do it with a small community, because the reality is I'm trying to make games and I'm trying to write. And the thing is, I want to grow this community so that I can spread ideas. I want to play games, and I want to make games. I want to write books, and I want to read my book to you guys. I'm going to start with the one that exists called Astrid. You can find it on Amazon. That is where I published it. But the book is finished and it's published, making me a published author. For better or for worse, I'm a published author, and I'm proud of it. No one bought my book yet. Besides me. But I'm proud of it. Either way. I know it happens to a lot of authors, so I'm not even worried. All I know is that some people have already read my book on Amazon Kindle, or Kindle, Unlimited. That's the one. They've read it on Kindle Unlimited, and then you only get paid by the paid number of pages they read. I think the furthest anyone got into my book was like 50 pages. I mean, no, it wasn't 50 pages. It was, no, they read the book. Because like, there were a couple of days where multiple people were reading it, or someone reread it. I don't know. It doesn't tell me that. It just tells me that there were 50-something pages read on a single day, which was pretty cool, because that's more than the entire length of the book. Meaning someone probably read the whole book, or a few people read like a page. A lot of people read like a page and said, "This is bad." But I'm excited. But yeah. Anyway, I do want to say, thank you though. Anyone who's been watching me over the years, whether it's the old channel, who most of them are probably not here, or any of you guys who was here for many things. Whether that was my Mario 64 speedruns, which they're never coming back. I've gotten worse at video games. You'll see in the Undertale series, like, I'm bad. I am out of practice, but also, honestly, it's so mentally fatiguing to repeatedly play a game and fail at it when you're trying to do good on a game that you've been playing since you were like 3. Actually it was 5, but still. I was playing since I was 5, and I'm now 29, and I am terrible at Mario 64, and it's just a tragedy. I might come back to it at some point this year, but it'll be a while, and I'll be worse than ever. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic evening. I know this video is literally 11 o'clock at night, my time, but I am just so excited for this year. I know there's not a lot of ambition. There is just me having fun and hoping to entertain all of you. So hope you all have a fantastic night tonight. Good night. And sweet dreams.